Welcome to Anime Out of Context, a comedy review show where a man completely immersed in anime culture torments his co-host, who is only allowed to watch the shows featured here. If you'd like to support the show, you can do so at patreon.com/animeoutofcontext. Alongside over 100 hours of exclusive bonus material, all episodes uploaded to Patreon are completely ad-free, even to non-patrons. Thank you for listening, and enjoy.
Hello and welcome to Anime Out of Context, the show where I attempt to explain the sometimes weird, sometimes wonderful, but always hilarious world of anime.
And knowing is half the battle, G.I. Joe. I'm Remington Chase.
Remington. I don't know if you could tell by the extra giggling in the background, but we have two lovely special guests with us. Remington, we've got the crew of the AnimEighties podcast on with us today. How does that make you feel?
Look, I'm surrounded by weebs on all sides.
Excuse me. How dare you?
In our podcast, Lindsay is female Rem.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, all right, well, hey, maybe it's a more even battle than I anticipated. Look, I'm going to apologize right out of the gate to our lovely guests. I don't consume anime media, but I've heard good things. Here, you guys hype up your podcast. Do a little introduction for yourself.
Oh man.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, my name is Mackenzie. I'm one of the co-hosts of the AnimEighties podcast. We've been around since the summer of 2023, and each week my lovely co-hosts and I, Lindsay, review anime from the 80s, 90s, and early 2000s.
Sometimes the 50s.
That is true.
And if I had my way, the 1940s.
Now, I'm on record stating that especially anime didn't really know how to tell stories until, honestly, mid-2010s.
Bitch, you are so wrong.
So
I mean, don't get me wrong. There's a lot of trash. A lot of it.
I think there are some solid anime movies released earlier, but man, any of the anime series we've covered on the podcast that are old, dog shit.
That's just a skill issue.
Okay, so it's Sean's fault.
Oh, okay. Hold on.
That's not what I meant. I just mean, like, you got to do more of them.
Yeah, I think that's fair. Actually, no, get off our turf. Don't do that.
We don't want to cross-pollinate too much. That's it, huh?
Yeah, don't cross the streams.
We've cross-pollinated twice in the last 2 months.
Yeah,
Somehow.
we have.
Completely accidentally.
Mushishi, and what was the other one?
Midori Days.
Oh, no, they haven't covered Midori Days.
We haven't covered it, but it was on our Christmas wheel.
Which one was it? I don't remember what it was.
It was a
but you did it.
consideration.
Oh.
But yeah, we each week we alternate who hosts, so who brings a show to the podcast and who's there to review and give the primary comments, and that gives us a chance to surprise each other and mess with each other and really try and throw each other for a loop every now and again. The occasional good show, the occasional horrible boob-filled ecchi show. You know how it goes. Lindsay's favorite.
Yep. Oh, I just can't get enough of that ecchi. It's just, it's the greatest genre out there.
I do like how you get substantially more Canadian when you're talking with heavy sarcasm. It is.
I've been told that my sarcasm is very, it's hard to distinguish. So I'm just trying to let people know that I'm being sarcastic.
Yeah, well, it's okay. We understand sarcasm quite well here. But as long as Remington gets at least some fill of anime booba, he's usually pretty satisfied.
Oh man! Look. The thing I dislike about all the horny anime and everything, it's okay for things to be horny. That's acceptable. That's fine. It's very frustrating when it is both dishonest and objectifying.
Oh
it's
my
like,
gosh,
come on
right?
now.
We agree.
If it were more honest, if it were more mature, if it were more deliberate and well crafted, then horny can be fine. There's plenty of good horny media out there.
Absolutely.
Challengers is a great movie.
Which one's Challengers? Have I
It's
seen?
the
I don't think
horny
I've seen that
tennis
one.
movie.
Oh no, I haven't.
It's a really good movie. Very horny.
I've
Very
heard.
horny.
Yeah,
Oh,
no.
man.
We like that. That is one firm stance that me and Remington both agree on. We hate dishonest, horny stuff.
Yeah. Oh yeah, we
I mean,
mock it severely. Doesn't
Sean
stop
gave
me
us
from
a full
bringing it.
dissertation about good horny media when he was on our show.
It's
so,
true.
Yeah, we understand.
It's true.
Now, to be fair, he watched horny media because I gave him the choice between an epic sci-fi anime and a booba fantasy anime.
Of course, he would choose the horny one.
I chose the one because
You dog.
I chose it because Lindsay was terrified, and I had the opportunity to make people suffer. But the
See,
person who
now
ended up
you're
suffering.
being dishonestly horny, Sean.
No,
Oh no,
no,
I didn't
different.
choose it because I wanted the boobs. Oh no, I didn't want the boobs. That's not what I did it for other reasons. I was just a good joke, is all. Yeah.
Well, if you had listened to the episode, you would have heard just how uncomfortable Mac was during the whole thing, and
I
that
felt
was
so
divine.
bad. I still
It
feel
is true.
bad.
Like, Mac was the one who suffered the most. I suffered, don't get me wrong, and so did Lindsay, but Mac was just writing. It's like, oh God, why did I do this to him?
It's like a 2 out of 10 show.
It's a very bad show.
So
It's very
with,
bad.
With all this talking shit about old anime and horny anime, Sean, what old horny anime do you have lined up for us?
God, wouldn't it be like extra hilarious if I just, it's like, oh man, you guys are only allowed to cover things from 20 years ago or older. Maybe I should show them something that's like within the recent times, within a recent century, since, there's not going to be many opportunities for you to cover it until years go by. And that's unfortunate.
But no, instead
So
he's got
help me.
Grandpa's first ecchi lined up.
Oh. We actually covered that recently. It was Cutie Honey.
Oh, God.
Yeah. Goodness. But no, I did mildly consider
Getting revenge.
picking an old nasty boyish anime to show them just to see how things go from if I pick something from my perspective, see how they react. But no. This is their only chance to watch something from within the last 20 years. So I had to pick something that came out relatively recently. So I picked an anime from 2019, funnily enough.
Okay.
Yeah, it's a rare thing for you because you guys are only in 2006 right now.
Yep. That's our max.
The massive difference between 2006 anime and 2019 anime is super high.
Oh yeah. I watch some modern anime. Obviously, I love my free runs, I love my Chainsaw Mans, I love all that kind of stuff. But when it comes to anything beyond that kind of pretty top level modern stuff, I couldn't. Or if it's a modern isekai, I don't give a shit.
Mm-hmm.
I just napped at modern anime.
Fair. I also wanted to pick something that was catered to you guys specifically.
Oh.
Because
What does that mean?
Well, I mean, that's what I do most of the time for the show is I pick things that I think will get a certain reaction out of Rem or I want to see a specific opinion on.
Oh my gosh. Are we finally watching Dororo?
Well, that's going to be censored.
Yeah, unfortunately, that's dead and gone. And every time it's censored, a part of our audience, at least our patrons, laugh, and another part wish death upon me, despite the fact it was all Sean's choices. Anyway,
whatever you say, Jigsaw. Look, he's the one who put me in the goddamn games. Anyone who says
Sean,
otherwise are the people who are like, Jigsaw's not technically a murderer crowd.
So it's something from 2019, nice and relatively new.
Mm-hmm. And the tricky part for finding something for the pair of you guys, because when I initially reached out to you, I thought to myself, okay, I can either have them one at a time or both, but I'll ask them to see what they have in mind. So I would have cherry-picked an anime for either one of you. But since you guys both agreed to come on at the same time as the full AnimEighties unit, I was like, okay, in that case, I need to pick something that has a good chance of being relevant to their podcast itself, while also, offering some interesting discussion points. And I'm going to tell you this right now. I've got something for you that you can easily turn into your own episode on your own channel.
Okay.
Oh, no.
See, originally, I thought you were going to meme us. Or no, Lindsay thought you were going to meme us. I thought you were going to give us some kind of slice of life.
Oh,
I thought it was going to be Keijo.
Well,
you thought
that
it was going to be Keijo. We've already done Keijo, so you're safe from that.
Oh,
out of
my
curiosity,
gosh.
did you have any predictions of what I could have shown you? What I had in mind.
I
for
thought
you?
it was going to be Madoka Magica.
I already done Madoka Magica though.
I
as
know.
well.
I was looking through and I was like, no,
Yeah.
they've already done that. There's a lot of
Yeah.
stuff that I thought you'd do that you've already done. So I decided to stop trying and just let it wash over me like a
Just like
Sean wave,
existentially.
Interesting. Okay, well, then I think you'll be curious about this anime because it is an anime that released in 2019. Has a respectable 24 episodes to it. We're not going to watch the whole thing, obviously, because that
Thank goodness.
would be too much. That
Lindsay
would be
gets
way
mad
too
if
much.
I give more than 5.
I'm going
Yeah.
into tech for a very big show, okay?
Yeah.
Can't watch 24 episodes.
Yeah, no, which is why 5 is more than enough, and we are predominantly a first look type of show. And this is a very interesting show in that regards because this show in particular is a remake.
Oh,
Okay.
Yes, this is the show that we're going to be talking about today is a remake of a anime from the year of our Lord,
Oh no.
1969.
Oh,
Ooh.
Jesus Christ.
We're going old school, old school.
I'm like going through all the textbooks I've been reading about anime history, and I'm like, oh, is it this or is it Astro Boy or is it Dororo? I don't remember what it's called.
I don't know if you could be like, oh yeah, Lindsay is the rem of the AnimEighties podcast, and also be like, loving those textbooks on anime history. Like, love. Hey, I read plenty of textbooks. You ain't gonna find any anime in them.
To be fair, when this podcast started, she had zero interest whatsoever. We've slowly been
reading
weebifying
it
her.
for joy. I'm reading it for the podcast so I can understand the history of how anime came to be.
See,
It's
and
my film studies background leaking through.
the fact that you have a sincere interest, I'm just saying, there seems to be some weebiness there.
It's okay.
All
The
right.
closet is big enough for all of us.
According to Jonathan Clements, the first anime was actually a syphilis commercial back in like the early 1900s.
Good lord.
Well, we're not talking about syphilis today.
Damn it.
Though not the most unrelevant aspect of this show, I would say.
I'm concerned now.
Because today we are going to be watching the 2019 remake of Dororo.
That's the one I was trying to say!
Yep. As soon as you were fumbling, I was like, oh, you have read of it. That's fantastic.
I have.
Okay, or the full title is Dororo to Hyakimaru.
Okay.
And now I obviously know exactly what you're talking about. For our guests, could you possibly give us a translation?
And I also know what you're talking about, Sean, so could you do that for Lindsay?
Just for Lindsay.
I've heard
I
about
see.
this in the textbook, so you can do it for the audience.
We're all prepared and ready.
Yeah.
But just for our listeners, Sean.
Okay, yeah, no, I'm happy to do so. Ifrem, you could tell me what you think Dororo to Hyakimaru's translates to.
It'd be impolite to say in front of guests.
Ooh.
You worried I'm going to get the vapors?
My goodness, I don't want her to become
Oh
hysterical.
my! I must retire to my fainting couch.
Okay, fine. Dororo to Hyakimaru, or just Dororo for short. And yes, you will stumble over that multiple times while speaking because it's almost a tongue twister. Almost. It is about our main characters, Dororo and Hyakimaru. So there you go. And the general premise of this, just to keep it nice, simple, and straightforward, is it's about the son of a samurai who is so greedy and power hungry that he's willing to do anything, including making deals with demons.
Hey, you gotta do what you gotta do.
Yeah. But hey, the price for that ends up being his kid is born with, and this is the full list, no limbs, no nose, no eyes, no ears, nor skin. Yet he's still
Oh,
alive.
Jesus Christ.
What?
Oh, so he just screams for 24 years of
He's
his
just
life.
loose organs?
No, there's still musculature, so it's keeping everything right on in there.
Okay.
But yeah, so
Just
like,
a muscle sack of a man.
So he didn't get like
my
fully
favorite.
Deadpool 3'd then.
No, not quite. And essentially, the story is of this child being, of course, as all nobles do when they have a child that they don't want, they throw it in a river.
Yeah, that's like Moses.
But as fate would have it, saved by a medicine man who is able to give him a bunch of functional prosthetics, essentially,
Yeah, just like Moses.
Yeah.
just like Moses, and teaching him how to like fight, grow up, survive, fend for himself, all that jazz. And the story is essentially of growing up and going after these demons to hopefully get his real body parts back. Essentially,
Give me my skin back, you bitch.
yes.
Oh, so this is like extra historical Full Metal Alchemist then.
Mm-hmm. A little bit. It's
I
got
don't
a
know.
lot of that historical fantasy vibe to it. A lot of that old, like,
Trying to get your limbs
old
back.
school Japanese myth and legend type of thing to it.
Love that.
But yeah, no, it starts with Hyakimaru just going on this journey once he's of a proper age. Runs into a orphan kid called Dororo, and it's their journey on this hunt to go and find some demons and get rid of them to hopefully get this fella some real body parts, and may or may not deal with their father and such. It's just
Don't
like
you
that.
love when you're just a young kid, you're approached by a prosthetic man who's like, I need to find my skin, and you're like, yeah, I'd love to join you on that.
I'm going on an adventure.
So this is the classic though. Like the original that this is adapted from, like the manga itself came out in 1967.
Correct. Yeah. The anime is a remake of the anime from 1969.
Nice.
There you go. And the manga itself, like you said, was from 1967. It ran for 4 full volumes, so respectable amount of time. Didn't overstay its welcome or anything like that. And I figured that would be a very interesting show for us to talk about. It is the oldest thing we've covered on the podcast,
Wow.
which is a good thing in honor of you guys. But
2019.
Well, source material wise,
It has roots. It has the oldest roots.
yes. But it's modern enough to give you guys a bit of an interesting perspective and see if this modern rendition of quite the old classic anime and manga is, worth talking about, if it's a good experience. And if you guys feel so inclined, you can always go and watch it on your guys' show as well.
See,
It is on my Pinterest board.
See, what you've done to me, Sean, though, is that now before we get to part 2 of this podcast, I have to watch the old one and the new one to have a level of comparison. So I'm not watching 5 episodes. I'll be watching like 10 at least. Because that's just where my brain goes.
It's a bold decision to make, but it is yours to make, my friend. And hey, all that means is that you're just going to be hosting the eventual AnimEighties episode on it.
We're just going to have you on and we're going to do original Dororo.
Which I will say, I did not watch for this. I only watched
Matt
the new
will
one.
be the only one watching it.
Yeah. So going above and beyond for no real reason, because this is going to be a great example of, technically, for what we're doing, old adaptation doesn't really matter. We're only here to really look at and talk about what is currently in front of us. It's kind of like we say, generally speaking, the manga does not matter when we're talking about an adaptation.
It's like Whose Line?
Yeah. Like you can reference it, you can talk about it, you can compare the differences and such. But the important thing is how the actual adaptation itself execute those things and whether or not it makes a good standalone product. Those are the biggest issues.
Funny enough, we have actually done some modern stuff on our podcast, but it's always been reviewing remakes. So the Urusei Yatsura remake, the Ranma remake. I'm not going to get into that with Rem because we're going to get a fight on the internet. We usually will do that way, but we don't do anything that we haven't already reviewed. So this is I'm stoked for this. I'm pretty excited.
Yeah.
Did you know that there was a spin-off manga in 2007?
Oh, wow.
I did. I don't know anything about it, but I did know it exists.
What a weird time for a spin-off manga.
Even weird.
Right?
Just like 40 years after, you're just like, all right, it's
Fuck
perfect
it.
right now.
Do you want to know why it's even weirder?
Oh, no.
Yeah.
Real quick. Hakimaru is reborn as a woman in modern days.
That is a bold remake. That's
And
a bold
continues their
reimagining.
journey to kill demons.
Oh, in 2007? Oh, that's not going to be good.
No, it's not.
That's all kinds of problematic right there.
It's going to make me mad, isn't it?
Probably.
Well, hey, we're not talking about it and we're not covering
Nope.
it, so you don't have to worry
It's
about
all
it.
good.
And it didn't have an anime adaptation as far as I'm aware.
It
so.
does not.
Oh, well, that's good.
So I'm curious to hear what you guys think about it. It's going to be interesting to see how it translates to a modern storytelling and whether or not it is worth checking out. See if it's a good time for everybody.
Before we dip out, what studio makes this one?
The studio that makes it is Tezuka Productions and Mappa.
Okay.
Oh, Mappa.
That gives me some hope.
Yeah, Remington, for the sake of your information,
I know that we just covered last week.
we did cover a Mappa show last week.
Yeah.
The other things that Tezuka Productions is one of the oldest anime studios out there, founded in 1968. So you can kind of get the idea there. The only thing we've covered, that is hilarious. The only thing that we've covered on the podcast from that half of the studio is quintessential quintuplets.
Jesus Christ!
So that's not the most
Uh-oh.
like glowing
Mother
review.
of God.
That makes me I'm a little less excited, Sean.
But the other half is Mappa. The other half is Mappa. I assume both studios are listed because I think they had the original ownership of the IP.
Okay. Well,
But Studio Mappa, we've covered lots of great things from
Yeah.
Studio Mappa. We've also covered
Like
a lot
Ranma.
of really.
we're still
I'm trying
salty.
to start
We're
a
still, don't do it.
fight.
We're still salty. Lindsay, for your sake, the other
Uh-huh.
studio did Don Dracula
Oh no.
for us, and also they did Metropolis, which you recently brought up as well.
But I didn't watch it.
No.
Yeah, Mappa has done a lot of great things.
All right, that sorts that out.
Just ignore the fact that they are also the studio behind the later seasons of Attack on Titan. They're also behind the episode that we did recently, Hell's Paradise.
All things I have not seen.
Hey, don't worry about
That's
those.
Don't listen to the weebs who will disagree. It's fine.
Yeah,
Okay.
It's fine. It's fine. But yeah, that is the general idea. That's what we have lined up for you guys. I'm curious to hear what you guys think. We'll watch 5 episodes of it, come back, have some discussions, give your guys' thoughts, views, and opinions, and whether or not it makes you at all interested in the original source material or the original source adaptation, as it were. So yeah, there you go. Free episode idea, gang. You're welcome.
Oh my gosh, thanks, Sean. We'll give you credit when we review it on ours.
As you should.
Good.
I deserve to be lauded for all my efforts.
I will Photoshop you into the VHS cover that I make for each of our YouTube thumbnails. It's gonna be your face on Dororo.
Oh, you're putting me on the child. Okay, that's fun. All right, cool. All right, cool. Okay, so I think without further ado, let's go straight into it. Let's go watch some of 2019's Dororo. And we are back after watching the first 5 episodes of the 2019 remake anime of Dororo. And gang, how do you guys feel about watching a remade story from the 60s? You feeling good? You feeling right? You feeling nice and retro and nostalgic? Or are we talking about some things that should have been better left in the past?
Well, before we even start delving into the substance and the content of Dororo, what we perhaps should talk about is, in my mind, a contender for the most ill-fitting OP song of any anime I've ever seen. That after displaying, it's like, hey, look at this skinless baby, and then it hits. Party is over, but I still want to dance, and it hits this pop song for this dark action, and it's truly one of the most ill-fitting opening songs.
Yeah.
The artist that does that is called Queen Bee, or Ziyu Vachi in Japan. And I felt that literally one of my first notes on the music was, okay,
Choices were made.
It's a fine song.
yeah,
Not at all for this.
no.
You might as well have started it with Kiss, Kiss, Fall in Love.
It's bewildering.
But he can't do that because he's got no fucking lips.
Yeah, once again, skinless baby, and then party is over, but I still want to dance. What are we doing here?
Oh my gosh.
I can't believe they actually showed the kid. I wasn't expecting that. I thought it'd be like you got to kind of picture what's going on. And they were just like, nah, here's this eyeless, earless, limbless
Bleeding.
baby.
I promised you skinned baby. What more do you want?
And that's why we come to your podcast.
Thank you so much, Sean. This is what we've been needing lately.
Within the first episode, there's a little bit of preamble before Skinless Baby. Namely, we got Skinless Baby's dad, who shows up to the Hall of Hell, where we're told you only go there to make a deal with the demon. So of course, an old man is waiting there, and he's like, "Oh, don't make a deal with the demons." And then the dad is just like, "Well, I'm gonna," kills the old man. The old man's like, "Thank you," and then makes a deal. Yeah, there's just a lot that happens, but the only important thing is deal with the demons.
Lots of demons.
This dude is like not quite as bad as Shao Tucker from Fullmetal Alchemist, but he's like a real shitty dad.
I mean,
Yeah.
real shitty to his yet unborn kid. I think Tucker is worse in general because
for
that
sure.
kid was alive for a long time until they weren't.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's still worse, but, contender for one of the worst fathers. I mean, it doesn't take much to be like, I have condemned this baby to a living hell. Let's throw it in a river and never speak of it again.
I mean, it's crazy to even take it down to the river, because frankly, it is full, skinless, eyeless, featureless baby.
You could just leave it for the wolves and they'd be super stoked.
Yeah, I mean, it lives for a fair degree of time.
And also, I'm just thinking about, like,
Infection?
you need skin. Yeah, like...
Yeah. Especially babies.
Yeah.
I feel like the skin is pretty hot take. Baby skin is important.
Man.
They need that a little bit.
Yeah.
And like, it does help it can't feel pain, but also like...
But I also don't understand why it can't feel pain. I don't know why
shouldn't
that's
it
one
just
of the things.
only be pain? Like,
Yeah.
existence is pain
No,
to this?
it's missing all of its nerve endings. That's one of the demons.
Is
It's the nerve demon.
I don't think so.
Of course,
I don't think so, because we do see him experience pain.
Yeah, it's something he has to. They do mention that, like, he kind of needs to learn. They're inconsistent about the pain he's
They're
feeling.
consistent about quite a few things.
Okay, here's the thing. In the original manga, there was 48 demons, so 48 different
Yeah.
parts of his body were taken.
Oh, they cut it down to 12.
Yeah. So in this one, they had to be...
48?
Yeah, so like, you get your eyes back, and you're like, yay, fuck, it's only one. Or like, you get a leg, but you're missing a foot still.
I feel like they haven't, like, adequately explained that it's like he's getting them back on a one-to-one basis for the demons that took them. I feel like that has not been
Adequately explained, yeah. No.
adequately explained.
But no,
Yeah. Now-
but it's the implication.
To be fair, when this was written, it was a lot bigger of a deal to have a story like this of like dead baby or almost dead baby getting body parts back.
I think there was like only one ghost anime or manga at the time, and then
They were like, this.
they were like, this is a cool thing. I want to do another ghost anime.
Yeah. The basic idea, is that he ends up being found and given all of these prosthetic pieces, and thus he sort of lives this life. It is a bit weird to have the point being he must sort of like grow back and reclaim his humanity, but like with all the prosthetics, I don't know. I feel like it undercuts a little bit when he's just living his own life surprisingly successfully. Like, ears and eyes would probably be nice for him, but it does feel like there's less growth when it's like, oh man, now his prosthetic leg is a real leg. So what does that change? Not a lot.
No, not at all.
And-
Seriously, in episode 6, he gets his leg that he just grew back cut off, and then it just regrows back.
That is true. It does just regrow back. But here's the thing, though. For me, okay, the concept of the show is very neat. It's a very different take on the usual, like, go kill demons kind of genre fantasy. Instead of just killing them and taking their powers or this, you're regaining the bits of you that were lost. And while it may not feel like it's that big of a deal, like, oh, I'll get my real foot versus a prosthetic back, when you lose something you love or is a piece of you, you want that damn thing back, you know?
well, it's not that he ever lost it. It's just that he never really had it.
How does he eat? Does he defecate?
Yeah,
What?
we see him eat.
Oh, yeah.
Remember, he only lost the externals. He still has his internals, Lindsay.
We don't see him shit. We don't know how that works.
I
Also,
was gonna say, is there a demon that has his wiener? Like,
the
Probably.
wiener demon?
the wiener demon.
The demon goblin?
That was my Tinder name.
Actually, Lindsay, I believe from one of our first episodes of our
Shut up.
podcast, your name was the Vampire D Hunter.
Yes, it was.
Oh my
That
god.
explains so much, actually.
I was gonna say, that explains my boyfriend.
Here's my big question, Remington and everybody else here. Why didn't they just take his brain too? That feels like a valuable part to take from a human.
They didn't take the organs.
I don't know their goals. I don't know what, like, because ostensibly you'd think that the point was to take something from his dad, right?
Yeah.
To sort of rob him, sort of good old Rumpelstiltskin bullshit, taking your firstborn.
Yeah. His heir.
Yeah. But then instead they're just like, we're going to mildly inconvenience you. But then you can just get rid of the baby you don't want, immediately impregnate your wife and get a new heir, and don't worry about it, I guess.
Yeah.
Maybe the demons did not realize how fucked up this guy was. It's like, oh yeah, this will really mess with him. Yeah, we're nasty, evil demons.
Yeah. And then the demons, they pull a little bit of a whoopsie, and they do give this baby that they're punishing aura sight, so he can sense everything in its true way, which the show does want to explain to you the exact same way
Every
4
episode.
or 5 times.
Yeah, they
And
don't
every
add
time,
to it.
Yeah, every time they're like, now the thing is, he sees auras. He sees what's inside. And I'm like, yes. Like,
Let me really lay this out.
In episode 6, we do learn that he sees rice seeds as a gold yellow color.
see, here you are immediately bringing up episode 6 twice, despite the fact that
Sorry.
wasn't even one of the ones we were
Sorry.
assigned.
Yeah, no, you get I gave you guys an outline, 5 episodes.
Did you watch these episodes before you assigned the
Oh,
number
yeah.
we were going to watch?
Yeah,
So
I wanted-
you decided, oh, we have 2 guests on. Let's end the things that they have to watch with a sexual assault and our lead getting his leg chopped off.
3 to 5 episodes. That's the limit.
You couldn't do 4, maybe?
I like Sean is like, oh, strict 3 to 5, as if he hasn't pushed 6 so many fucking
7?
times.
Yeah.
Yeah, now,
I'm just
Sean,
giving you guys the authentic experience.
question for you on this show, real quick. Do you know who the original writer of this show is?
Me, I know.
Who is it, Lindsay?
Yeah, go ahead. Tell us.
Oh my gosh. His last name is Tezuko.
Yep. No, not quite. Tezuka.
Tezuka.
Whatever. And then Osama. Osama. Yes, Osama bin Laden. Oh my gosh.
But do you know who this is, Sean?
I do not.
Okay.
You don't know who this is?
Remington,
very big
this
deal.
is the Walt Disney of Japan. That is what he is known as. He is the original creator behind Sayuki, which is Journey to the West from 1960.
Oh, you know what? I do know who this is. I just didn't have his name
Haku
memorized.
Jaden, the creator of Astro Boy, Kimba the White Lion, Pluto, which recently got a modern adaptation as well again. Like, this guy wrote over 700 manga. And when I realized who wrote this one, I was like, oh, holy shit.
I remember when Steamboat Willie picked up a skinless baby. I remember that moment.
Yeah, I mean, like, I don't need this yeet.
Hey, we can talk about that however much we want. It's not copywritten anymore.
It is true.
Well, oh, you know what? We'll rewrite our own animated context animaties combo called Skinboat Willie.
Oh,
Ooh.
no.
Oh,
No.
That sounds like a really bad porno.
It's really- yeah, I mean,
Like that's like a horror porno almost. Like
Yeah.
I just needed y'all to know, like, behind this story, especially from when it originally came out, just the powerhouse that is behind all of this.
yeah.
Yeah.
Genuinely, the second you started listing his accolades, I was like, oh yeah, that is who this is.
Yeah. And I only know this thanks to Lindsay because she was the goat and brought a bunch of his some of his stuff to our podcast before.
So, I think that fortunately I can. Normally we do a relatively in-depth play-by-play. I think what will work fairly well with this is more or less giving just a quick summary of everything that happens in the 5 episodes, because I don't think that any particular episode, like the play-by-play, is super important. I think you can get most of it from a big picture view, unless either of you, our lovely guests, disagree.
Oh, I know Mac has some specific scenes he wants to talk about. But
Well, and we can certainly talk about, we can jump into the specifics, but just when it comes to covering like the general plot of these 5 episodes, I think that we can have a zoomed out view.
Sure. Yeah, I'll have a couple like points here and there based on the episode.
So within the first episode, it continues that we meet Dororo, who's just a precocious kid who is selling goods from basically like these thugs that he robbed. Like they trusted him. He just took their goods. He was supposed to be watching them. He's selling them off. They're angry, and so they want to kick his ass. They go back and forth. Just randomly, a puppy shows up.
Oh my gosh. So the puppy is from the original anime and manga.
Yep.
And they're like, we'll have a cameo for this cute little puppy.
And it very much feels like a cameo because it comes out of fucking nowhere.
Yeah.
And they're
then,
like, gonna rip a puppy apart.
yeah, the thug is just like, oh, you love this puppy? Despite the fact that Dororo's only interaction was refusing food to this puppy. That is the only...
You gotta learn to fend for yourself. Oh, shit.
Which is crazy. It's great. I understand the trope of you're like, let's introduce an animal, show how our protagonist is good to the animal, and the thug is bad. Instant sympathy. But instead, Dororo is like, no, you gotta learn for yourself. You can't.
Fuck
eat
you,
this
puppy.
fish. And
He's
it's like,
my fucking fish. What you doing, huh?
and it's like, look, he's in comparison to the thug who does want to rip the puppy in two, I guess that Dororo's stance is better, but it's not very sympathetic.
No. And I mean, like, again, these thugs are not good dudes. Seconds later, we literally watched them curb stomping a child.
Yeah. Through coercion with the puppy, they're able to beat the shit out of Dororo, but Dororo fights back. They start to drown this little kid.
Yeah, which I was like, 4 grown-ass men drowning a, like, 60-pound child.
Yeah, they start to full on drown him, but then a giant garbage monster shows up and eats the thugs.
Yep.
And I will say the sludgy garbage monster, it's a fun little monster design. I vibe with it. It's
reminds me of Spirited Away.
That's what I thought of too.
Yeah, no face. Yeah.
My first thoughts on watching this battle unfold, because he's got his little like soul vision, was like Spirited Away versus Daredevil from Marvel.
Oh, yeah, that makes sense.
And I was like, okay, I wonder where this is gonna go.
And I will say that while, and this applies both to this scene as well as to the others we've seen, while I don't think that there's been any like transcendently good action in this thus far, I think that the fight scenes have been above average for anime.
I 100% agree. Like, just the amount of detail thrown in from Mappa, especially like in later episodes, like the dramatic switching of perspective is really well done, because sometimes they just don't care enough to make it interesting, and it gets real boring real fast.
Yeah, I would say largely it represents how I feel about this show in a microcosm where I'm like, it is competently done, but there's nothing particular. There's nothing that like stands out as compelling or vivid to me.
Yeah,
it's just like, yeah, it's fair. It's fairly well structured. It's got some decent ideas. It's fairly well executed, but I could use a bit more seasoning. I could use a bit more sauce.
I would absolutely agree with you.
Yeah. It's, don't get me wrong, I love having the comedic relief of Dororo as a character. They're kind of the perfect complement to our main protagonist, Hyakimaru.
Hyakimaru.
I wouldn't complain if this was presented a little bit more like Ninja Scroll, in like a darker, more bloody, kind of rough and gruff, kind of tumble, kind of demon slash, like hack and slash. But I'm still happy with what I got in the bit of that comedy blend in there.
Yeah, for me, I just wanted something to latch onto more, because all throughout these 5 episodes, I recognize that quality-wise, hey, it is above average for what I get on this podcast, certainly. And so
well, it was us coming
on.
but that being said, there's just nothing for me to sink my teeth into or like get excited. I'm not gonna remember much from. I'm gonna remember a skinless baby. All right. When I think
that's the selling point here.
it is the only like really vivid thing about this show.
True, but you know what else you're gonna remember? I feel like you always talk about like looking for weird little dudes. What about the little Frankenstein guy from episode 2? That must be memorable for you. It's a weird little dude.
Yeah, that one is a nice weird little dude. Where so episode 2, we meet there's a big bell man. I don't really know what his deal is. They
really don't explain that to you.
He's 90% head, and it just looks like weird Frankenstein. That's all it is.
Yeah, and he's got a little bell, but he's friendly. He's friendly. He's a big scary freak, but he doesn't have a bad aura.
He's there to scare you so that you think he's the bad guy, even though he's the good guy. And you're like,
kind of
just wants to cuddle.
Which might be a little bit more impactful. And they use it to if anything, illustrate it. But I think it might be more impactful if we didn't have multiple characters who can sense your inner morality
Right?
That is
on site.
true. He does look. It does kind of. It kind of hinders the reveal when the second you see him, it goes to Hyakimaru's aura thing, and he's just white, and you're like, oh, never mind.
Yeah, like if anything, have it be where Hyakimaru, as he does, he doesn't immediately go to attack when he shows up, and you're like, oh, why isn't he stepping in? And that can be an interesting question for the audience.
Mhm.
And don't show us the perspective, and don't hit us with. Sometimes they'll randomly have narration over it, but always to just explain, one, what they've already explained, and two, what you see on the screen happening. Later on, there's a moment where it happens in episode 5, where they're like, he grows his ears back, and a narrator just shows up and is like, he was overwhelmed by sounds around him. It was a new sensation that was too much, as we see him like holding his ears, screaming and shaking.
Fucking duh.
And it's like, yeah, no, you didn't need to tell me that. I am watching the show.
But at least did you watch dub or sub, Rem?
I watched sub.
Okay, so I watched both because I'm like that.
God.
He's an overachiever, gang.
Because
That's why we
Matt
invited
wants
him.
extra credit. I didn't even watch it in dub.
I watched 3 episodes of the original, and then I watched it in dub, and I watched it in sub. The dub narrator is Beerus from Dragon Ball Super, so it's actually really fun to hear him narrating it. Sean gets that. None of you do.
Nope.
But it's just every time it happens, it shows up to like describe the aura site in one of the many explanations where once again it's just repeating what we know and just repeating what we see in that moment. I feel like the aura site as a whole, it could just be handled a bit differently. Just save the exposition for the aura site. Maybe show us a glimpse with there's a blind priest who I don't know if we're going to talk about much.
Well, to be fair, he has way more of a character in this version than the original. They just kind of like, we need more characters, and they just kept him alive.
We have our budget, unlike the original, so let's put him in there.
He's just around. he's around, and he also has aura sight, and that's it. But I feel like we could get introduced to a general aura sight with the old priest in that episode 1, where we don't really understand what's going on, but it is like insanely clear. And like genuinely, as soon as you see the auras, like it requires no explanation in any way at all, even a little bit, let alone multiple times. But then I think you don't do it until like late episode 2.
Yeah.
Where and you keep everything else about Hyakimaru and his sort of like behavior sort of unsure. You're like, okay, he seems to have a sense of things, but
Well, even
I
like
don't
have
really
him have
know.
different like contextual senses or something. Like I just felt like we have this character who has, you know, a plethora of disabilities and different abilities and things like that. I kind of just wish that they went for more like indirect or contextual storytelling with him.
Yeah.
Because it's, I don't know, you can, because it's a different sense of perspective and things like that. Like what I kind of thought of is Charlie Chaplin being like, well, how do we explain without words that this person is rich? And it's like, oh, this deaf person hears a door slam, and so therefore they assume that Charlie Chaplin's character is rich because there's an automobile and it's the 1920s. Like, I just wish we had.
Yeah.
To be fair, he can't hear
I know, and I just
or
wish
see or
but
feel.
I just wish there was like other, you know, like it's we have people in history who have had similar disabilities, like Helen Keller.
I get where you're coming from.
You know, and they have different ways of navigating the world and adapting to this very kind of ableist society and things like that. I just wish they incorporated more of that in the narrative instead of just being like, well, straightforward, this is what it is.
You're gonna take your
I
demon
think-
sight and you're gonna like it.
Yeah.
I agree. I think on the whole, it's sort of what I mentioned earlier. It feels like a solid premise that is largely let down by the fact that Hyakimaru starts doing pretty well. He's doing fine. He's like, it does not meaningfully matter if he grows a leg or not. That's not. It should be a radical change in things, and it's just not.
He could just navigate the woods by himself.
Meanwhile, even when he grows ears, And when people are talking to him, he seems to have a basic understanding of language. He's told to dodge left, and he
I
does.
was wondering that too. I was like, how does he understand language all of a sudden? He's just hearing for the first time.
I hated that aspect of this. Like, he's never seen mouths. He doesn't know words. He knows none of this. I was like so interested in this. I looked up the history of Japanese Braille. Wasn't around that back then. I literally spent 30 minutes researching the difference between Japanese and English Braille. I can do a fucking essay on it now. I'm not going to do it here. We don't got the fucking time. But this is what this episode led me to do when we started seeing him getting hearing back. It was a whole fucking thing.
Yeah, and it's once again just representative of the show. It's fine. It executes a lot fairly well, but it doesn't take anything to the next level. There are no moments where I'm like, oh, wow, that's so well considered. Oh, wow, that's so imaginative. Oh, wow, that's so vivid or impactful. I'm just left with, yeah, I that's pretty decently executed and well done, I guess.
Not to quote myself almost exactly from one of the recent episodes we did, it doesn't hinder its genre, but it doesn't add anything to it specifically. It sits nicely within where it's supposed to be. So it's at an acceptable level and something that's fun to watch, but nothing that you think back on as being like defining within a genre like Dragon Ball Z or something like that really kind of like took the shonen genre and punched it in the gut.
Yeah, like for example, in episode 3, we get a little bit more exposition. We meet Jukai, we like really in depth meet Jukai, who made the prosthetics and everything, and we see his tragic backstory. And once again, it's fine, but given what the story really is, where it's like, this is a man who used to be complicit in war crimes and had an apprentice whose father was killed in that very war and now holds him a little bit responsible when he finds out, and all of this. There's lots of interesting elements there.
Yeah.
But by the end of the episode, I'm not like, wow, holy shit, that emotionally took it out of me. Once again, I just sort of shrug and be like, all right.
Yeah. I would say this one definitely like gave me a little bit more emotional response than the previous 2 had, but it wasn't
it's perhaps the most emotional of the 5 episodes.
Yeah. Wait, you're
then,
telling me it wasn't emotional watching the hot demon lady turn into like crazy weird looking demon lady, which by the way I appreciate, because I was like, oh, they're gonna turn into like a hot naga, and like, no, we're gonna make her grotesque, and you don't get that very
That's
often.
what I also thought. I was like, she's gonna be a naga.
Oh man,
but they don't. But here's the big question: do you think that guy who did all the war crimes should be forgiven because of his current life path and work?
I think people are complicated and can do bad and good things, and that I don't know.
I think that for forgiveness would largely be up to relevant parties. I think if we talk about like a redemption, or more so, I think it's a fair point to say for Jukai in this context to say, hey, I can never redeem myself after what I've done and what I've been involved with. What I can do right now is make the world a better place by helping others day by day, step by step. I can't ever for what I've done perhaps can't be forgiven, but I can guarantee that what I do from this point forward every single day improves the world.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Which is honestly the best thing you can ask from someone who has a troubled past. Because it's like, if the option is do nothing or do something good, it's like, I'd rather them do something good.
Though even then, like, I'm making it a bit more concrete than even the show makes it, where the show just makes it where it's like, yeah, he fucked up in line. Oh man, ain't that a shame? Oh, and I guess, but you know, he's still got to make it for this. He's still got to make an arm for this kid. So do that before, his apprentice left. Oh, ain't that a shame? And it's like, you can still infer everything I just communicated from it, but the show doesn't seem wildly interested in exploring those themes.
Nah.
No, I think that's kind of the downside of like a modern remake that has less episodes than an original or compared to its manga, is you lose a lot of that in-depth storytelling and that chance to kind of introduce relevant concepts that expand on these characters. Like, we're not going to get a whole chapter on just this guy like you'd get in a manga, or an episode like you'd get in a manga. We're going to get this, and that's it. And if you don't like what you got, too fucking bad. Feel your emotion on what you got, and that's all you're getting.
Yep, I will say that this anime does have a full 24 episode adaptation that more or less condenses the entirety of the original story into this one season. So
Yeah, which is a little rough coming from how much was available beforehand. But
Right.
that's something we get a lot too, though, because we do a lot of OVAs, and some of them will be like, oh, it's a 40-volume manga that was given one 30-minute OVA. And it's
man.
oh, you want me to care about any of these characters that have been on screen for 30 seconds?
See, even I, who am on the record of having the opinion that usually we don't need 24 episodes for a whole season, let alone if we're doing that for multiple seasons. Usually, like 12 is a better sweet spot, or very often, hey, a movie is a great format. 30 minutes for all of that is not quite enough. Not quite enough.
It's a little rough
any
sometimes.
Yeah, and honestly, I think this is also just a more of a sign of the original work as well, because the original work isn't that much different in length. I think the original anime also is around like 26 or 28 episodes.
Yeah, somewhere around
and
there.
the original manga is only like 19 chapters or something like that. Something really small. I might be a little off, but I believe
But I don't think the manga actually properly finished. I think, because I remember reading somewhere that the anime had a conclusive ending, whereas the manga maybe, I don't know.
It's definitely possible. But the other thing we got to consider is this was a story written in 1967.
Yeah.
Which, some of like a lot of the complaints we have with the story and the narration could be simply tied to the fact that that is how a lot of old school Japanese storytelling is.
Yeah, they went more of like a direct adaptation instead of like having a little bit more.
Mm-hmm. Like a direct but condensed adaptation of something that already wasn't super long to begin with.
To be fair, the remake is actually quite different in tone and certain character interactions.
Well, yeah, it's not the 60s.
Yeah.
The 60s weren't like, yes,
obviously.
Darkness.
Yeah, like the 60s like animation was meant to still be kind of directed towards young kids.
No. Did you okay, the first episode is like 20 straight minutes of terrifying demon faces and like it's actually quite intense. I was surprised.
Very funny because you're like, oh yeah, we didn't have a lot of budget to film this, so here's a bunch of still frames of demons.
It is a bunch of still frames. Yes.
It's because he didn't have any Toei money anymore, so he had to figure out how to cut corners and cut costs.
Oh my god.
Makes
True.
sense.
True.
Yeah, I feel like there's so many things that like it's not that I want one specific thing from this show, right? It's not that I'm like, oh, this is the exact thing it's missing. I'm just like, frankly, give me you've given me a cooked chicken breast. I'm not going to request any specific sauces or seasonings or sides, but I need something more than just this chicken breast that you have put in front of me. And like, hey, I'm not saying you cooked it badly. It's
still moist. It's just
still moist. It's a fine piece of chicken. What did I need something else? So like maybe if the show had meaningful subtext, or if it had great aesthetic decisions that are like way out there, or if it had deep characters, or like really elegant, thoughtful dialogue, or just give me something. Just give me something.
So Rem, are you saying that this is a skinless chicken then?
Oh my gosh.
I was about to say, like, I don't know how I feel about you making this like a raw, like a meat comparison when like the main point of interest is a hunk of meat that is a child.
Look, I even given how much real estate it's taken up in this episode of us all talking about it, there's one thing we're all gonna remember. That's it. We're all gonna remember the skinless baby, because that one, don't get me wrong, that image and how it's like the visual, it's delightfully fun.
It definitely hits you in the face.
Oh yeah, it's just muscle and it has like an empty fucking skull basically into the abyss. It's a fucked visual and it sticks with you. It's something to latch onto. It's not there for that long, but it's something to grab onto. Everything else just slips out of my hands and will slip out of my memory. And inevitably 2 years from now, when Sean is like, blah, 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 Dororo. And I'm like, what? And then he'll just say skinless baby. And I'll be like, oh.
So would this have been a better show for you if Dororo was skinless for more episodes?
Well, first of all, Dororo
Dororo
never
has skin.
skinless.
Why are you skinning extra children, Mac?
Mac demands more skinless children.
God damn it. No.
He craves them.
He wants them to be flayed.
He has a quota to meet, and we're not there yet.
Would you prefer if he was skinless for longer?
Yes, yes.
Yeah.
A million times yes.
It would be interesting.
It
I
would
would
be very
prefer it
interesting.
if he was more or less like a fuck, like maybe he's like wrapped up in a shroud or something, right? But it's revealed that he's fucked up and skinless, and his obviously prosthetic body, obviously prosthetic everything, right?
He looks like one of those weird living dolls.
I want him to be like way more unnerving and uncanny rather than mostly just a pretty mannequin.
You got to think of the young preteen girl watchers of that show, okay? They wanted a hot boy.
Hey, don't talk shit about the young preteen girls.
Preteen girls can handle some fucked up bullshit, all right?
Trust me, they absolutely can.
Lindsay, I know you can. I know you. I know you can.
Look,
You didn't know me when I was 13.
You told me enough in our podcast.
Yeah, I'm just looking at our audience thinking, yeah, there's enough monster fuckers out there that no, they'd roll with that. In fact, there are some people in our very audience that are like, not extreme enough.
Fair.
If they were to send me recommendations, I would not be mad at it.
Just the wildest smasher passes out there.
AnimEighties
Oh my
on
gosh, I would
Twitter.
do
Send
it.
a message and let Lindsay know.
Do we have a Twitter?
Yeah, we've got them all.
Why do we have a Twitter?
I mean, we abandoned our Twitter.
Be
get
an
the most
ally. Get
engaged.
rid of Twitter.
Yeah, Mac.
Yeah, it's so
I
homophobic of
post
you. What the
equally
hell?
on
Man?
all of them just to get it out there. Fine, I'm sorry. I'm a horrible human being.
Why are you supporting a billionaire fascist?
I don't like the platforms. I'm stuck in it right now. The main point here is that Lindsay wants you to send us, regardless of the platform, monster fucker novels for her to read.
My girlfriend might know some.
Oh yeah, we'll be able to talk lots about that.
Oh, God.
There's like a couple more things that happen in the show. It's sort of monster of the week where it's like we got the bellman, we got the chief of the village who she's a pretty woman, but oh no, she's a terrible beast.
No.
We got a cursed sword, which is just it's every cursed sword you've ever heard of in your life.
There was no stakes.
Not even a little bit.
It was like, cursed sword, eh. I was like, I don't feel any sort of danger or whatever.
My piss off about the cursed sword is that the kid is like, I just watched this man who was holding the sword be cursed by it. Let me pick up the sword. And I'm like, Dororo is the reason we have to put warning hot on things that come out of the microwave.
Dororo is also a fucking child, to be honest, to be fair.
They're pretty smart.
Children are fucking stupid.
It would have been nice if there had been any consequences to, because cursed blade, it takes you over, you become absolutely bloodthirsty, not by will, the sword requires blood, and so you become its vessel. It'd be nice if instead of it just being like Dororo being like, no, I don't want to, and then
I cut this guy's clothes off.
Yeah, just I cut his clothes off, and then here's Hyakimaru, maybe we have to fight, he knocked it out of my hand and everything is okay. And it's like, I'm not saying that there need to be fatal consequences, but if Hyakimaru like cut him like semi-severely, not to where he'll die, but where it's like, oh shit, that's noticeable and bad and not great, or vice versa, if Hyakimaru is like just extra careful and conscious because he's like, this little shape aura is familiar, I don't want to hurt that, I'm just targeting the sword, but in so being careful, like he has to make himself vulnerable and fucks himself up a bit. Or if like when his prosthetics got fucked up, if that ever mattered, because his prosthetics got fucked up a couple times, so that also doesn't matter.
They're just brand new again, like a minute later.
Yeah, so it falls into the shonen trap of there's no real stakes. Look, when I say that this is above average to what we usually get, I want to be abundantly clear. That is not me saying it's of above average quality in a general sense. Rather, if you're gonna watch some trashy shonen, I guess this is an okay choice. But at the same time, there's infinitely better out there. This is for me a 4 out of 5 out of a 10.
I mean, there's even better in the season that this show aired, believe it or not. Because this came out in winter of 2019. The same season that had the second season of Mob Psycho 100.
Your favorite?
Yeah, at 1,000,000%. The first season, the only season of Promised Neverland.
I was like, was it? I thought there was a second season.
No, there's not. Nope, no, there's not. We got one of the best first seasons of anime ever, and it's a shame they never continued it.
Dude, Sean,
Hmm?
Sean, you can't lie to the girl, no matter how you feel about that second season.
See,
Sean, no matter how hard you try, the really, really bad, completely genre-swapped story happened.
That it's still like something I'm genuinely proud of is when I heard that it became ass, I felt somewhat validated because I love The Promised Neverland, right? I really enjoyed it, but towards the end of the episode we did on it, I was like, it does have an alarming trajectory where I feel like if it continues, it seems like it's starting to try and become something else that I'm way less interested in. So I'm happy with what we got, but I don't know if I'd be interested in it continuing. And then to hear that was 100% accurate, I felt so validated.
You're like playing
bad.
Dashboard Confessional Vindicated, and you're just like, yeah!
Yes.
even though it's not for the reason that Remington's saying.
It feels largely, it feels at least kind of for the reasons I'm saying.
The show, maybe, but the manga, completely different.
Motherfucker will say manga doesn't matter until it goes against what I'm saying. He'll preach, oh, manga doesn't matter unless it disagrees with what Remington just said.
Ooh, that's pretty manga pilled of you.
There's no second season of Promised
Sean.
Neverland. There's no second season of Promised Neverland. Stop.
Do you really think I'm going to go watch it?
No.
So
You can watch the first season. It's great.
I've seen the first season. It's great.
I don't know if there's nothing else that like I'm dying to talk about when it comes to like the events of this show. Is there anything else that like we've yet to discuss that either of you guys?
There was a couple of like design things that I was like, why?
Yeah. Any that stick out?
Yeah, like why are the swords longer than the prosthetics? And how does he still
Yeah,
have
that was-
articulated fingers?
You did you not see his elbows, Lindsay?
No, I did, but they're
They
still
can
the
extend.
blades are still longer than the fucking prosthetics.
That's because they stick out of his elbow and they shift outwards to be longer.
You're not listening to me. When they're unsheathed
Uh-huh.
and with the elbow piece, it's still longer than the prosthetic.
Oh, I thought they like went longer on the elbows when they had the prosthetics on. Maybe I missed that and was just
No,
imagining
even
it.
when he has the prosthetics off,
Fine.
they're still going out of his
Yeah.
elbows.
I
You
mean,
wanna know
the prosthetics just don't work, mechanically speaking, at all.
I know,
either.
which drives
Yeah.
me nuts. Like,
Like-
my designer brain is like, no, you have to make it at least somewhat believable that these prosthetics could be hiding these fucking katana blades. But no.
I'm amazed
Katana.
we didn't get. I'm amazed we didn't get like a 3-minute monologue explaining how he also has like energy powers to contrel the prosthetics. And how
I
that's
missed that
what suffuses
completely.
it
Oh, it
with
didn't
being
happen.
it.
That's what he
It
said.
didn't happen.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I'm surprised that it didn't happen.
No, they do actually make a note where they say like the really, really, really well-made prosthetics that respond to muscles, which is crazy for the time period they're built in.
Yeah, that seems very
But-
strange.
What makes me mad about the prosthetics is in episode 5, when he like finds the girl singing at the river, she grabs his prosthetic hand and goes, "Oh my gosh, you have a fever." She is only touching his fake hand. There is in no world where
You're as cold
she
as a
can
corpse.
tell. Yeah.
They're really advanced prosthetics.
Yeah.
You have no pulse. How are you living?
I had to pause for a second, and in all caps, I just have my note being like, "Bull fucking shit, you're feeling a fever here." Like, there's no possible way at
Yeah.
all.
The other
They're
unbelievable thing for me was like this woman gives birth in a white kimono and it stays white.
You gotta remember, this is still a shonen show. You can't inundate the young
You
kids
don't want
with
the
something.
realities of,
You don't want that.
Of
childbirth there.
what
Yeah,
birthing
no.
is.
You can't have that. No. This is for young men.
Imagine what a terrible society we would live in if teenage boys understood that
The realities of pregnancy and childbirth.
the realities of pregnancy and childbirth. Society would crumble. Surely,
Oh, yes.
our teenage boys, they're simply too meager, too fragile of creatures.
We have no problem letting them watch anime where people get all cut up and bruised and bloodied and die.
Oh,
But
that's
God
fine.
forbid they know about pregnancy.
This guy can have his leg cut off. That's fine. They can watch that. But they can't see that this woman who just literally got her hoo-ha ripped open and
Not even
birthed
a little bit of blood. We don't want any of it.
None.
Look, it's all about the miracle of the sensu bean and not the miracle of life. Okay, Lindsay?
Well, they need to focus on a different bean. Anyways.
Oh my god.
Sean just got
That's a
it.
different genre of anime, Lindsay. They don't really do a lot of the ecchi. That's more of our thing.
Yeah. Rem looks like he disagrees.
Rem, hey buddy, I've held back on you for years. Don't I show you something awful occasionally here and there, but I've got so much more, man.
I know you have so much more, Sean. I mean, your hard drive is absolutely filled to the brim.
Our summer of our podcast was called the Summer of Ecchi.
Oh God.
I gave Lindsay so much shitty ecchi. So trust me, you get pretty good.
And look on the bright side, Rem. If you didn't want to watch Dororo this season, you could have watched The Rising of the Shield Hero. Remember that?
Oh God.
I don't.
That's probably for the best. You were very angry when we did that. That was one of the first things we covered in year 2 of the
Makes
podcast.
sense.
You were very angry, as was I. But that's besides the point.
I have a question for you, Sean. Episode 5, he's attacked by a bird. Does it not look exactly like Firo from Pokemon? Like it's like a 1-to-1 of Firo.
Let me pull up the episode real quick because I
It's
don't...
like, and now
it's
we're
like-
we're a Pokemon podcast.
No, it'd be if Firo got like one of the prehistoric forms.
Mm.
Oh yeah,
That's what it is.
yeah, one of the Paradox Pokemon.
Yeah.
Yeah, hold on. Let me look at this Firo because it's not ringing a bell to me on the top of my head.
Does anybody else notice the fact that Sean has a dick by his head for this whole entire thing?
It's not an actual
It-
dick. Like,
It's just the muscles. He made it very clear to me before we started recording. It's just muscles.
Oh, okay.
It's meant to be a unisex display of the musculature.
I like
and
that I
the
went to
bone
zoom
structure.
in.
Yeah, you're
Lindsay,
like,
do you know why
"Is
he
that
has
a
that
penis?"
background?
I was like, I don't think it is. I understand why he has that background.
Because of Skinless Baby.
I
Ugh.
kind of see that. It does look like a Paradox Firo a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah, what? God, it would have a stupid name, though. It would be like, Old Feathers or something. Because, like, most of the Paradox Pokemon have really stupid names.
What the fuck is Screamtail? Like, come on now.
Hey, Rem, out of curiosity, if I was to tell you that a Paradox Pokemon was called Screamtail, what Pokemon do you think it's a prehistoric version of?
I'm gonna guess because I know of like one of the Paradox Pokemon and this would not fit it. So I'm going to guess that like a Pikachu or Raichu situation because it has a tail and is likely to have some Paradox form. That's my guess.
Yeah, well, hey, you're really fucking wrong because it's the Paradox form of Jigglypuff.
What?
What?
That Jigglypuff don't have a tail.
Yeah.
It does when it's the olden days.
Well,
Back in my day.
yeah, hold on one second. Copy image. There you go. There you go, Rem. There's Screamtail.
It's still not a tail. It's not. That's hair. That's not a tail. Or it's like a tentacle, if anything.
It's a head tail, duh.
That's not how that works. You're not like, oh, a squid. Look at all of its tails.
Yeah, it
That's
has a
not how we
mohawk.
communicate.
Sorry, scream horn.
It's not a horn either.
That's not
It's
a
a
horn,
mohawk.
I know. Yeah, it's a weird name. That's what we're talking
Scream
about is
quaff?
stupid. Okay, that's just even worse name, Lindsay.
That's what it is.
Yeah.
Scream Pompadour.
Oh, man. Yeah.
Scream mullet.
It's adorable. Yeah.
Hey, don't you talk shit on mullets.
Look, I had one at age 8. My parents were all about
Mac has one at age.
it. Yeehaw, buddy. Yeehaw, brother.
Together, buddy.
But yeah, so Pokemon tangents aside, which man, oh man, could we talk about Pokemon for ages? God, do I love talking about Pokemon. I am 30 years old. Isn't that great?
Sean, we literally spent 30 some odd minutes blindly guessing all 150 Pokemon last week.
Still beat you in that, though. Just saying.
Me.
But at any rate, Dororo. Yeah, basically that's kind of what my summary was. Like, it is a very, interesting adaptation of something from the 60s. It's well animated in a lot of places, and it is definitely unique in one specific aspect, but the rest of it is pretty standard storytelling from that time period. But we know what you guys think about it. We know what Rem, Mac, and Lindsay think about it. We got that, and we kind of know what I think about it, though my opinion doesn't matter on the show. Nobody cares about that.
But tell me, Sean, what do you think of it? In 3 words or less.
In 3 words or less?
Yeah.
And one of those words has to be and.
Fine, and
Skinless.
Oof.
Fine and skinless.
Ah, goodness. But we got to figure out what the weebs think. Now, Mac, I'm feeling like he cheated a little bit and probably looked at the Mal page at one point or another.
So here's a fun fact. I wrote a plugin for my browser that hides the score until I click it.
Oh my god.
And I do that for all of our podcasts so that I can come in blind.
Nerd
Fucking
alert.
nerd.
Nerd alert.
I like how that is the only possible thing that would have been more on brand than just seeing it. And
It's like, no, I can't spoil myself, so I gotta write a fucking plugin for my browser to make
man.
sure that it's blocked.
I already told you before we started recording that I have like 6 or 7 full pages of notes just in case. All right.
Hey, we appreciate the overpreparedness. It adds to it, and it adds a certain flavor.
I
to
didn't
the
get to
podcast.
like most of them, but it's a just in case, you know?
yeah.
No, I get you. But we got to figure out what the weebs think. So, any guesses on what the Mal score is? And
All right. Well, are we gonna each have our separate guesses?
We've each
or
got to
are
have
we
a
gonna-
separate
you
guess.
each got to have your
Okay,
separate
all right.
guests.
This one it's there's no score that's like jumping out to me as like a baseline.
Mhm.
I can't imagine that too many people were like insanely thrilled. I can't imagine people were like, holy shit, it's about time. But there were probably at least like some people who were like, oh yeah, that's fun. I remember that. I don't know, like 7.48.
Okay. Is that your final answer, Rem?
Sure.
7.48. Okay.
I don't feel very confident about this one. I have no idea how people felt about the old one, but because that would likely inform this. But I struggle to think of people caring deeply.
Okay.
That's
Mac,
fair.
what's your guess? What do you think? What do you think the weebs feel about this?
I am almost certain that the weebs love this. It's
shit.
shonen, it's demons, it's fantasy,
It's a lot of
It's-
dudes.
it's a lot of dudes swinging swords. You got swords for arms, you got knife legs, you got it all. And
I
it's
mean, but
also
it
not.
doesn't have any waifu.
There's the one lady at first, and Mio.
There's,
What's wrong
like,
with Mio?
3
Mio's
women.
awesome.
Yeah, but none of them. The show has presented to the weeps and been like, "Hey, fellas."
But I actually think that's a good thing.
Well, it might be a good thing, but for the weebs, that's not going to be a good thing for the rating.
Rem has a very specific view of what the weebs are, and he has them in a very firm box. And anytime something reaches out of the box, he's like, no, get back in there, bud.
I'm not telling him to get back in there. Rather,
You're just putting a blanket over them so you don't have to see them.
my prejudiced assumptions about them are proven right far more
Okay,
than not.
well, you're about to be proven wrong because I'm going to say something crazy. I'm going to say this is in the 8 territory, and I'm going to say an 8.13.
Is that your final
Wow.
answer, Matt?
That is my final answer.
Ooh, boy.
Wow.
All right. Lindsay,
Man.
where do you stand?
Mine is a very unscientific approach. So
Okay.
he said, what do you think this score is? The ether just shouted out 7.03. So that's
You
what
think
I'm
it's
going
that
for.
bad, huh?
I don't know.
Wait till you get her rating of this. It is impossible to get anything out of her lately that's above a 6.
I mean, that's fair. That's how people should be rating most media.
I was like, we haven't watched anything incredible.
yeah.
Wow, okay, fine.
Like, so sorry, what was your score one more time?
7.03.
7.03. I just want you to know, as far as weebs are concerned, that would mean that they think this is one of the biggest pieces of dog shit ever.
No,
But,
no.
What?
It's when it gets into the 6s that people think it's bad. If something is like 7 to 7.2, then that means that they think it's like lightly disappointing. If it's below 7, they think it is bad. Like 6.5 to 7 is just bad. 6 to 6.5 is really bad, and below 6 is
Retro.
it's become a vessel
Yeah.
for hatred.
So this is a funny thing. So you guys get a lot of hate mail in your ratings, right? Before you get, it's like, we do a YouTube channel, we do like long form and like edited videos. We get so many hate comments when we rank an outfit from an anime in like below B. Like,
Yeah.
I will get visceral 20 paragraph hate mails being like, how dare you rank that Cardcaptor Sakura outfit anything other than an S? And it's just
Oh
like,
my
it's just
God.
like a blue balloon. So trust me, I
Well,
understand.
we know what kind of person they are. They're the kind of people that saw Willy Wonka as a kid and was like, that's for me.
Oh my God.
Fashionistas.
But no, okay. But yeah, generally speaking, it's very rare to see things dip below 7 unless it's truly awful.
Not for us, Sean. We watch a lot.
Yeah, I
of
was
stuff
like,
that's
all of our
below
stuff is we're lucky if it cracks 7.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, in general, like it's interesting. But yeah, okay. So we've got for Rem 7.48, we've got Mac 8.13, and we got Lindsay 7.03. Quite the wide range of scores. I'll tell you right now.
Tell me my fucking prize. Tell me my prize. Tell me my
It's
prize.
nice to be seen as the moderate on the podcast for once.
Oh,
man.
moderate Remington.
He has a very fair and balanced view on
Very fair balance on this podcast.
I've
Just
never
ask
once
Red
turned
Pill
off an
College.
episode and had to come back to it because of things Rem was saying on your podcast. Never, not once.
What's hilarious is I only did that for the Ranma episode.
I hadn't heard it yet, and she messaged me and was like, "You're gonna have a hard time with this," and I went, "Fuck, I knew it."
But at the
Anyways,
time
what's
of
my
this
prize?
recording, 694,000 people have reviewed Dororo.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay, that's more than I thought, which does.
Well, I mean, it's
Worthy.
got the branding of being, a adaptation, from Tezuka, which is a
legend.
big name that I apparently forgot.
Wow. Wow.
Hey, man, in fairness, I think this might be the first time we've directly covered one of his works, at least in recent
I believe
memory.
it is. I don't think you've done Metropolis or Pluto, right?
Nope, definitely not. I've joked about doing The White Lion a couple of times just because that's like where Disney stole The Lion King from. But
True.
we just never gotten around to it. But no, with those 694,000 ratings, Dororo is sitting nice and pretty at 8.26.
Whoa!
Fuck yeah!
That's so high.
Yeah,
Why?
hey, we'll go into it. Let me just send you guys the stat breakdown as well.
I was like, isn't Spirited Away like 8 point something? Like,
Yeah, Spirited Away is up there. Spirited Away is 8.77.
they thought this was like on the same tier as Spirited Away. That's why.
I mean, in fairness, it's a scale of 1 to 10, and like it goes 2 decimal places, so the scale is a little bigger than you'd think initially. But yeah, like within 1 point of each other, which puts it in the kind of thing that people are like, "Oh man, this is great! I love this." Kind of like what Max said. The score breakdown is fairly top heavy, but with the vast majority of the votes being in like the 8 or 9 area. Not as many people standing this as a 10 out of 10 as a lot of weebs are prone to do.
Anybody who gives this a 10 out of 10, I would not take media recommendations from them.
No.
Oh, I agree.
I don't think they're
fully
bad
agree.
people. I just think I am not at all interested in what they're interested in.
Yeah, we had to stop reading out certain reviews on our podcast because we would start roasting the shit out of people, like really badly.
Yeah, so for a lot of people, based on some of the reviews I read, it's a combination of the love of getting a absolute classic production being reanimated and retold in a modern setting is a big plus. For a lot of people who have physical disabilities, they seem to have enjoyed like the allegories and messages in it as the full story progresses by the end of it. A lot of these like positive reviews are from people who watched the entirety of the show and got to the ending of it and have that range of scope and perspective. Because I'll tell you right now, the first 5 episodes definitely doesn't cover like the majority of it, but hey,
the
that's
whole emotion behind learning to feel pain again and everything.
Yeah, like look, and a lot of people just emotionally connected with it for one reason or another, or they just really like the cool, fun anime action nonsense. The people who didn't like it, hey, guess what? You guys named all of like the major complaints of this in this podcast. It's almost like you guys have strong media literacy and have a good idea of what the problems of the show is.
Thanks, Sean.
Oh my
it's
gosh,
just-
it's almost like I work in this industry.
yeah.
The only time he will ever compliment my views on media is if I have agreed with guests and he's complimenting them. That's the only time that
Otherwise, it's just get fucked, Remington.
Okay. I feel like the amount of times I have said, nah, you all of your complaints, you nailed it perfectly.
Well, okay, there are times where I voice opinions that Sean also has, in which case he's like, yeah, you nailed it because I agree.
And then you review Dan to Dan. But oh man,
I like that it went silent because nobody wanted to address it.
We're fine. Look, the Flop Boys had their time.
They did.
Oh man.
But yeah, so that is genuinely how the review scope of this is. People who had a strong connection to the original, people who had who really enjoyed it at the time when it came out, people who found connection with disability, just a wide variety of little things that stuck out to people.
I just didn't consider 70-year-old weebs using Mal.
It's a forum page, Rem. It's a forum page.
Didn't take that into account.
Yeah.
I just
yeah, like I'll even tell you this much. Winter 2019, the season that this aired, it is ranked in 4th place of all the things that aired that season.
What?
Once again, I think that this is like above average for shonen, but I really do not think it has a lot going on for it.
It has
For
some great
me-
ponytails.
Yeah, but for me, I like to look beyond just that stuff too, because like you got to look at the backgrounds as well. The art in it's phenomenal. It's really well
But it's
drawn
not-
and really well
It's
painted.
fine.
But it's not
And that
interesting.
turns into it.
It's like if I go to something and it's like, oh yeah, that's a nice landscape. It's not like the best landscape I've ever seen, and it's not a landscape done in a novel way or with a novel view or
Mhm.
with
An interesting style, a different
Yeah.
perspective.
like, don't get me wrong, I can be down if it's just like, hey, this doesn't have any bells and whistles. It's just so damn good. But this isn't in that tier. It's just,
It's your
Yeah.
standard landscape. Like, yeah,
Yeah.
I would agree with you. Like it's technically done very well, but it's not anything interesting or unique or different from what we've already seen. And we've seen better.
Yeah.
Yep.
So
I agree. I fully agree with that. Like again, anyone ranking this a 10 or even 9 out of 10, it doesn't feel like an honest review. It feels like an overbloated, I want it to be higher ranked because I love this kind of review.
do you think that maybe it's positive reviews so that people are encouraged to make more content that involves people with disabilities as the lead characters, maybe?
I mean, you could
Ooh.
say that, but I don't think
there'd be
Japanese companies are paying all that much close attention to a Western forum page.
And unfortunately, I don't think
True.
that there'd be a significant enough contingent.
Mhm.
And I would also be in the category of like, hey, it'd be awesome to get more of those stories. I don't think that this is like a tremendous example of those stories. Maybe here's what it is. Here's why it's rated so highly. What we fail to take into account is the skinless baby lobby who has been involved behind the scenes. They've been review bombing.
That's what it is.
They've been review
Good
bombing
Lord.
Dororo on Mal.
You know what? Let's just be glad they didn't make it look like. Never mind, I'm not going there.
Oh no.
I was just gonna say, like, at least they didn't draw it like a Harlequin baby because that stuff is terrifying.
Oh, yeah, those-
yeah. Because
that's a
a
very
skinless baby
unfortunate-
isn't scary enough as is. Yeah, let's add the really very scary thing that is like a
Too
real.
much
Yeah.
skin.
They could have gone that route, and I'm glad they did not.
It's not even a great item in Binding of Isaac. Come
No,
on.
no. Like,
What?
oh yeah, hey, Binding of Isaac, you can get a little familiar Harlequin baby that shoots tears in a split direction.
It's one of the least fucked up things about
And this
that
is your
game.
favorite game, Rem?
It's one of my favorites. It's my most played for sure. Oh, yeah. Once again, that is possibly that's on the lower half of fucked up.
Oh yeah,
for the
much
game.
lower half.
Interesting.
Like that's not even getting into like the heavy religious trauma stuff. Like that's
Oh yeah, that's filled to the brim.
oh yeah. Like Millen's a fucked up dude.
Mugenics, great game. Been spending way too much time on it.
Yep. At any rate, that I think is all that we can really say about Dororo. Definitely overrated, but for some people, it hits them. It hits the right spot for them. But
I
clearly,
still think it's like a solid 7.03.
that's higher than I think Lindsay and Rem would go, Mac.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm not going to watch more of this,
I just really
and I'm not going to recommend it to
want-
people.
I kind of want to know more about what's going to happen as he gets more parts back and the things he's going to feel and experience.
Great news for you. You've got the original adaptation that you can bring to your own podcast and force Lindsay to watch more of. I did that
True.
for you. I gave you something.
We'll
I
bring
gave
you
you a
on,
present.
Sean.
Thank you so much for that, Sean.
Yeah, of course. Anything for my friends.
It'd be way
Aw.
funnier if I brought you on as a guest and that's what I made you watch.
I mean, I do it. I didn't bother watching the original. But I don't got that kind of time. I watched the one that we're covering. I watched the 24 episodes, and that's what I did.
You watched the 24 episodes of this?
Yeah, of course I
Wow.
did. Yeah, special guest. I had to watch everything.
Wow, we didn't do that for you.
I always try to watch a full season or everything that's available for what is the current show, whichever has fewer numbers, just because like I want to at least have the weeb's perspective to the best of my ability.
Always might be a bit of a stretch.
I was gonna say, I think the record is still more than what you watch when you bring stuff to the podcast, Remington.
yeah, Remington. I think I can count on two hands the amount of things you've watched prior
Did you
to
watch
showing me.
all of the Shyamalan movies before you brought it, or?
No.
I watched I'd watched, I think, 13 out of 16 Shyamalan movies.
High for
Wow.
And that was not in preparation, just
Of your own free will.
something I had done and not realized I had done until
Well, that's
that
a little
moment.
different.
Yeah, no.
Man.
I try to watch at least a season of things, unless it's so god-awful and bad that I can't force myself to do it. I have my limits.
That's fair. And it's important to have those boundaries and set them and respect them.
That's why Rem hasn't seen any hentai yet.
Come on our
He
podcast,
keeps that
Rem.
all for himself.
Yeah, you'll be there for our hentai showdown, where all three of us will pick one and we bring it and see who brings the best.
Not the most enticing invitation I've received.
Don't worry, you won't know you're doing it till you're doing it. Like a lot of scenes in those hentai, unfortunately. Ugh.
Ooh.
Oh, God.
But I think with all of that being said, the final question I need to ask all three of you, and I feel like it's already been a little bit answered, a little foreshadowed, if you call being hit over the head with a brick foreshadowing. Is there any chance any of y'all want to watch any more Dororo, or perhaps the original Dororo?
No.
Wow, concise. It's to the point. No, I don't want to watch any more of this one. I would probably watch the original, but that's because I just have a proclivity for retro animation because I just find it
I never would have
interesting.
guessed.
I know, right? It's really weird. But yeah, I'm not going to watch more of this.
I'm going to give this, so obviously we went up to episode 6. I'm going to give this to episode 10, and if it doesn't introduce enough additional intrigue for me, then I'll probably stop, but I'm at least going to give it to episode 10.
If 3 hours is not enough, I like 3 hours ought to be enough, and I don't see the difference that 5 hours is going to make.
I liked my initial first 5 episodes, so I got my critiques, but I liked what I saw.
Oh man.
Weep.
Fucking,
All right, well,
it's coming from you. Okay,
Yeah,
your
pod
bud.
from Kettle.
before we transition into the Patreon readings and everything, one more time, shout your guys' stuff out and chill.
Yeah, for sure. So Lindsey and I are from AnimEighties, which is a retro anime podcast. We review everything from the 1900s up until 2006. We follow a 20-year limit. We watch all genres, all styles, all types. We also do long-form series. So every other Thursday, we will usually, if we're currently doing one, have an episode where we're breaking down in a whole series from episode 1 to the end. So far, we've done Neon Genesis Evangelion. Then we had a bit of a break with Cowboy Bebop. And then
and
we
not
jumped
just my
right
mental
back.
health.
Yeah. And then we jumped right back in to Damage Her Mental Health more with Serial Experiments Lane. So you can watch her psyche break down multiple times across our podcast. New episodes every Tuesday, and when we have a long form every other Thursday. We've also got a YouTube channel, which I mentioned earlier, which has got a whole bunch of non-regular podcast content where we do a lot of tier listing of anime and anime outfits and characters and designs. We have a whole bunch of shorts where I make Lindsey blindly rank a whole bunch of anime characters from hot to not. And sometimes the ugliest one ends up being her hot one, and it's pretty damn good. I got Sean on some of those, ranking some characters with me, and it was a good time.
I had a lot of fun with those.
Yeah.
It doesn't hurt me much that they're your least viewed shorts. It's okay.
It is true. They ended up not getting a lot of views, and I felt a little bad about that. I made them watch terrible anime and then didn't get a lot of views on the YouTubes. But if you want to give them some views, youtube.com/@AnimEighties or AnimEighties on all of your favorite platforms. That is
including Twitter.
I'm literally going to go and shut that shit down. We fucking stop recording probably. God damn.
Bullying, kids. It works.
If you want to hear Lindsey and I just roast the shit out of each other while watching ridiculous anime, come and hang out with us. It's a great time. We got 158 episodes by the time this comes out, I think, and it's pretty damn good.
The important thing to remember is that this podcast has lasted longer than our relationship when we dated.
It's very true, and it's been far more fulfilling.
Yeah.
Oh,
How does that make you feel, Rem, when you compare the two of us?
oh man.
I mean, you guys have a daughter.
We have a daughter. Like, if anything, I wish that the podcast could compare to the sheer passion of our relationship outside of the podcast. Our vigorous, throbbing passion.
You know, it's really nice to hear that about you two, because it's always, you never know how the two hosts really get along, but to know that there's a throbbing passion is really, really endearing to me, Sean. But also, not to get a little like sappy here for a second, but I had started this podcast originally to try and find, you know, community and try and find some like people and friends and people to discuss things with that I liked that I didn't really have in real life. And first I want to shout out Lindsay, because I never asked her. I just let her know what I was doing and she was like, I'll do it. And I was like, fucking okay. And she was just game for it, and it's been great. But also thank you, Sean, for A, having us on, but also B, kind of creating something that has been an enjoyable thing in my life for the last couple of years. You know, whether it's your streams, whether it's your podcast itself, or even just coming on to like Discord calls and playing games with like Lindsay and I and Dylan and everybody. It's been really great. So thanks for, letting us be a part of your little community and joining ours as well.
Very sweet and wholesome. Can't believe
we talked about skinless babies.
Yeah, I was about to say, we talked about so many like shaved babies. Like, it's like, ugh.
Shaved babies?
Yeah, like shaved the skin clean off them.
I'm just picturing like kebab now.
Oh, that's not what I was thinking.
That's a different kind. Ooh, man.
But yeah.
Wow, what a note to
Thanks
end
for
on.
having us on, Sean.
Yes, it's been a pleasure, and you guys are welcome back anytime. That is until you guys do something, get yourselves canceled, as all podcasters eventually do, it seems.
We're just waiting for the allegations to come out about Sean in 1985.
God, what would I have done in 1985 aside from not exist?
Sean is actually secretly 57 years old.
People, God, with the narrative
that's his secret.
Rem, people will believe that.
We're creating new lore for your podcast that you're actually 57, and this is your way of like being active and like
Small
trying
correction,
to hide your identity.
He's not 57. He turns 57 this year.
Oh, sorry.
Our apologies.
Yeah, this is your alter ego, and it's done really well so far. So you're sticking with it.
It's how he feels hip and with it.
Yeah, you'll never go back to Indiana again, but like you're fine where you are.
I feel like going out back behind the shed.
I was like, Sean is going to fully
That
push
where the
me into a
bodies are,
scare
Sean?
actor next week.
Oh, that's where one body's going to be.
Say thank you and then create terrible lore.
Hey, that's par for the course, unfortunately. But once again, thank you guys so much for joining us on this lovely, lovely experience.
Yeah, it's been lovely. Thank you.
Yeah, and here's to more weird conversations featuring weird anime.
We'll have Rem on one day, and it's going to be bad, but in a good way.
Oh my gosh.
Yep. And as always, thanks again to the AnimEighties crew. They're wonderful. We love them. They're lovely, lovely people. But we've got some cleaning to do. Rem, we've got our usual house cleaning. Thank y'all so much.
Yeah, I'll always refer to thank the patrons as cleaning, for they are the dirt we must wipe up.
I mean, in fairness, you've seen how filthy some of their names are.
It's true. A couple of them. Woo-wee.
Like, some of them had to be censored. They're so filthy. Like, But that being said, thank you all so much for tuning in. We really appreciate it. If you enjoy us talking to people other than just the two of us for once in our lives, then please head on over to wherever you get your podcasts and leave us a review. They mean the world to us, and we do read every single one. And of course, once again, thank you to the AnimEighties crew. We love them very dearly. But not too dearly.
What the fuck does that mean?
It means that, like, I don't want people to question our relationship. Like, I don't want you to feel like I'm cheating on you with them, is all.
I didn't have the thought until you said that right now.
Well, see, look, that's just the kind of heartfelt guy I am.
When you're like, oh man, I love them in a way that does not reek of infidelity whatsoever, just so we're all on the same page. And it's like, pardon? That's a...
Look, I just want to make sure in my special way that you know exactly where we stand.
You can't resist the high quality degeneracy. I fucking knew it.
But with that, thank you all so much for tuning in. If you would like to have some more of us, weird phrasing, but that's okay. I'm already off kilter.
You're nailing it.
You can find us at twitch.tv/anime-out-of-context, where you can watch myself, Dylan, and Remington occasionally play video games very poorly. And if that is still not enough for you, Patreon.com/anime out of context, where you gain access to all kinds of lovely bonus material, including the opportunity to be thanked live on the podcast. So, Rem, who we thanking this week?
Well, as always, we would like to send our regards to all of our bland bitch protagonists, as well as our magical girls, who we really appreciate. But moving on, we get to our yandere waifus, who are really skinning our babies, if you know what I mean.
I don't. I don't.
Oh, fucking hell. And on that list we have Gripin. I finally caught up. Thanks so much for being a light in this world. Sean, you are not going to amount to anything when you grow up except handsome, loved, rich, and with an 8-inch. Mal wonders when you'll revisit another. Tech Turtle. The wheel is rolling towards a Mirai Nikki revisit. Random Belgian Waffle. Yeti Ramsey remembers Boris. It's okay, Sean. Women can't hear podcasts. This isn't why you're single, and they won't be mad. Back to normal potato farming, I guess. Is Egg Sean and Judy Hopps Yuri #diversity win? Will Remington talk about the time God makes Hosea marry a hoe? Sean constantly cucked as Judy tops the Pope. Bakugan anal beads turn Sean into a Beyblade launcher. Welcome to Sword Remington. Mr. Chase, your friendship with the extreme far-right activist Mr. Rollins, could it affect your campaign and its message? Look, if as anybody who actually understands our relationship would know, the real foundation of the relationship is radical disagreement and a radical difference in views. And I believe that despite these radical differences, it is only by reaching across the aisle that we can shake some sense into them. Why does Princess Alice keep dying? Calderius, Ryan Moody, week 35 of using my Patreon name to request Code Geese. Sparcy, sentenced to be a podcast host. What does Goon got to do with it? Ever since my brother watched Sean Bussy Man's stream, he has been a hardcore MAGA supporter. Coincidence? I think not.
I'm glad they're not here to hear this.
Swaraj Verdi, Jake Dent, Wolfire 56, Leonard 98, Lucky Star's the king of Moe. Sean, please put Rem in the jar. I'm getting bored of Judy. Any thoughts on Israel? Don't be a coward, Sean. I can't believe I made an account for this. Wes Kane, Benjo Kato. Oh no, I dropped something. I'm going to set down my Appletini and bend over at the waist to pick it up. It's been fun, guys. See you next Christmas. Remington is right. Josh DePenier. Sean Bussy Lover Rollins is my favorite donkey. This week's identity pitch, Henry Rollins' disowned grandson. Excuse me, that lolly is at least 500 years old, Sean. And now we move on to the Boy Wizard tier. Sean, what are they going to get this week? C.O. Seraphim the Shark Plushie. Aisha Gutchi. Blarf, Macaroni Chisa, Daniel Wright. The Danish Viking will conquer the world with Werner Zoro as my navigator. Sean ruined my happy sugar life when he had the palest skin and yet somehow the brownest nose I have ever seen. Rudolph Rollins. Super Zoo, Erica McCorkle. I really hope I wasn't late. I'm so sorry. Link Jokerl, Hayden Cristani. Sean wants to give Spoon Man a thank and yank. Rem uses the drums of liberation to free all weeps from bad anime. I want a Marvel movie starring Sean as Spider-Man and Remington as Big Wheel. Shyamalan-a-thon apologist. Daddy Rem, tell me bedtime story about Sean's nut. Turban, make Sean watch every Adam Sandler movie next year for April Fools. Stacy's mom, Amazing Muffin. Watching Requiem for Spoon Man at 0.5 speed. King Rich Rock, pro tips out of context, has run out of things to post, will come back soon. Titan CNH, the Susanator. Brock Hard for Geodudes. David and Jordan are Sigma Rizzlers for real, Skibbity on 67, no cap. Yandere Neko, anime. Miska wanted the skills of my enemies, not the skulls, but thanks anyway, I'll find somewhere to keep these. Fern the Fern. G bottom AK Bear Trap, now some German Rinfleischen Ketier Rung Uber Wacke Gauf Gabin Uber Tragen Gesit.
I can't help you with that one, bud. I'm sure Dylan might be able to, but ooh, boy.
I don't know about that. I think when you get hit with like a 50 character German word, there's not a lot you can do. Rem doesn't completely hate my favorite shows. No waifu, no waifu. Red Pill Rollins has shown up over 9,000 times in the Epstein files.
Still hate it.
Cheese Monkey, Jax, Fenrir Foxwolf, Professor Fox, Jam Hands. Rem and Sean can slay my spire too. Farmer Weave's weird little dude of the week to help reach quota is Alexander the Great. Valio La Pena, Ross Palmer, and Cassidy. Now we move on to the Boy Wizard tier. What are they going to get this week, Sean?
Hey, man. I figured I'd take
They're each going to get their own skinless baby.
Well, not too
Check
far
under
off.
your chairs.
You hit a God, the worst ending for the Oprah show. Something so eldritch and awful.
Because of a manufacturing defect, there is a fire sale on skinless babies.
My God. No, not too far off though. Actually, I'm going to take a leaf out of Brendan Lee Mulligan's book and give everybody an American Girl doll.
Perfect. All right, on that list we have Toaster Math is running out of fun math numbers. Hey, every math number is a fun math number if you know enough about it.
I don't know, imaginary numbers, they just don't feel real to me.
Huh.
They get Kaya,
Triangle Warlock,
Felicity Merriman,
Melnick Suzuki,
Elizabeth Cole,
Will supports Remington being a political leader.
Caroline Abbott,
Domini Trigun, it will red pill even Rem.
Josephina Montoya,
Rem, what is your opinion on Iron Lung?
Marie Grace Cardner,
Rem is now Fooly and or Cooley.
Cecile Ray.
It's interesting that I think by ratio, my name shows up more in the Boy Wizard tier than it does in the Yandere Waifu tier.
Well, because I mean, I feel like the things that get read in the Boy Wizard tier, usually they want to like do goofs with you specifically, it seems. Whereas anybody can jump on like the bullying me tier at the lower level, which, it makes sense.
Umbersite,
Addie Walker,
Big Rare Kumiko,
Samantha Parkington,
That Mouse Girl,
Nellie O'Malley,
Raccoon Operator number 42,
Rebecca Rubin,
Bon Clay Goat, and Kuma has the saddest backstory.
Claudie Wells,
Sammy K is here to remind you that you've got Uno and it's free, you fucking Belmont.
Kit Kittredge,
Roscoe,
Ruthie Smithens,
Carver 271,
Nenea Mitchell,
Chris Thorstad wants Rem Daddy to take the wheel.
Molly McIntyre,
Spoonman the Aristocrat is here for Product Works.
Emily Bennett,
Power Cells WWE Question of the Month. Which superstar is your favorite entrance theme? Mine's Oba Femi.
Mary Ellen Larkin,
The Great Buttball of Despair misses you.
Melody Ellison,
Beethoven 1201.
Julie Albright,
Tums.
Ivy Ling,
Silent Secondary.
Courtney Moore,
Miguel DeLeon.
Isabel Hoffman.
Allfather 413.
So, now that I'm thinking about it now, it does just feel like we're adding patrons to the list with these names that I'm saying.
As we all know, the American Girl dolls love the podcast.
They do.
They love nothing more than discussions about skinless babies. That's this show's lasting legacy. It's the only thing we will ever reference again.
You're not wrong. Lindsey Bergman.
And now we move on to the inappropriate Joey Wheeler tier, where Sean, as Joey Wheeler, will decide which sense you are going to lose. But I, as Joey Wheeler, will provide you with a fantastic prosthetic device to fix it.
All right.
A sense or just limbs, if you prefer. Whatever Sean's feling like taking from you.
Yeah. I'm taking from them specifically.
Yes.
Well, shit.
He's gonna yoink your gloinks, ladies and gentlemen.
That's something different.
On that list we have follow anime out of context on Blue Sky. Happy anniversary to the pod. Sean, may you find love as you found all of us. Ubo.
Yeah. You're gonna lose your sense of balance.
But don't worry. All right, how we are going to fix this. You know how those tightrope walkers, they'll have a long stick so that their weight ends up distributed. All right, obviously we'll want this in every direction. So what we're gonna do is we're going to give you a helmet with about a 6 meter long pole, perpendicular to each other, forward, back, left, and right. That way, it's okay that you don't have a lot of balance. You'll still be the best tight walker around.
I'm picturing dogs walking through doors with large sticks.
Hey, man, look, sometimes when you assist one disability, it causes problems in a different domain.
I see.
Next up we got, he doesn't look a thing like Jesus, but he talks like a gentleman.
I think smell. It's gonna be smell, unfortunately.
But what we're gonna do for that is we are going to implant a second tongue into your nose. In fact, a second and third, a little ones in each nostril. So that even if you can't quite smell, we're gonna triple up on taste and hope that kind of gets you into the.
I don't know how I feel about extra tongues, my guy.
Just 2 little extra tongues right in the nostrils. And last but not least, we have finally an opponent as misogynistic as me. Our battle will be legendary.
You're gonna lose your sense of self. Oh, sorry, I didn't do that, Joey Wheeler. You're gonna lose your sense of self.
There you go.
Probably.
And the prosthetic we're gonna give you for that is Dylan, he's gonna be a new sense of self. That's
He's gonna be your hype man.
no, that's gonna be the new you.
Oh, you're just gonna become Dylan.
Dylan will become yourself. So you will be a husk, but the husk will be occupied by Dylan. Thank you all for tuning in. If you want to reach out for a comment, question, feedback, or recommendation, you can send an email over onto animeoutofcontext@gmail.com.
Once again, guys, thank you all so much for tuning in. We love and appreciate you very, very much. Be sure to check out the AnimEighties crew. Please, please, please. We love them very dearly. And as always, don't fuck your sister. Well, we're talking about syphilis today.
Yes, Osama bin Laden.
Look at this skinless baby.
Every time I do, it makes me laugh.
Dork, 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 dork.